But yeah, grinded that all day and ready for melee.
Nice. So, if you've been grinding melee, no, sorry, if you're ready to do some melee and you've been grinding reports, let me ask you. So, I know that the last time we spoke, or maybe not the last time, but no, you messaged me and told me about the Luigi,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's awesome. What are your thoughts? What's been bugging you about playing though? Like, what's been going well? What things aren't going well? Yeah, just
Let's start with what's going well. It's always nice to talk about nice things.
absolutely.
I don't think, I think Martha's gotten a lot better for me. And I've played, I still lose a lot more than I win, but I feel like the games are competitive. I felt like before, even when games were close, I didn't play well. And I'm trying to focus on my process rather than the result. And I like my process. I think I'm getting a lot better at that matchup. I think that I have game plans. I think stuff that we've worked on has helped a lot. I think your suggestion to watch like more Wally really helped me as well. I really like a lot of things that Wally does in the matchup, and I kind of see how other Peaches have also kind of done similar things. Like, and we have talked about kind of like float above Marth and kind of bonk his head with back air if he comes in with Nair and go away with fair and throw a turnip. But I think edge guarding Marth has gone a lot better for me as well, which I think has been really helpful. So that, I think, has gone well, even though I don't think that the results have changed too much, although I am winning more.
Okay.
I am really happy with the progress that I've made in that matchup. I wish I had made, I think just the kind of theme is I wish I'm better at everything. I feel like my improvement has been really slow, and that's frustrating, but that's okay. I know that that's part of the journey, and everybody's different.
Okay.
So that's gone well. I think I'm kind of the same place with Fox. For some reason, I've been playing a lot worse against Falco, which that for a while became a matchup I was very comfortable with, and really it's been really frustrating lately that how poor I've been. I think that lasers have bothered me more than usual. I think the pressure that Falco does, I think my options out of shield are bad. I think that the stuff I do on wake up is not very good, and I think that my edge guarding against Falco has been very poor, which used to be a strength. So those are things about playing Falco that have been bugging me, and I think a lot of that applies to Fox as well, except for the laser stuff. And that's really it. I played I played a really good Samus player the other day online, and I kind of realized that I have knowledge gaps and what to do against Samus. I played, I've been playing a lot. Not a ton of ranked because for a little bit my Slippy was kind of acting weird again. It's fine now, but when that also we had a storm. We had
Yeah,
a
I heard
hurricane
about that. Yeah.
So my connection was really not great, and people were like, "GG's bad connection," and I was like, "Man, I really want to play." So I haven't played a ton of rank lately, but yeah. So that's kind of been the life lately.
Yeah, I heard about the hurricane. I was actually doing coaching with, I don't know if you know him, but Pace, a Sheik player.
Not familiar.
Okay, cool.
Miami?
I don't know what part of Florida he's from, but yeah, he lives in the state. He was actually getting coaching for funnily enough, the Peach matchup because he was playing it. He wanted me to look at some games of him versus Maybe.
Oh, I saw you posted the YouTube video. Yeah, I watched a little bit of it.
Yep. I used to be really good at that one. From the Sheik side. Peach side I think is quite hard. The Peach side I think is hard, but like there's like good things, like the sub floats I think are actually really, really handy against her. They're just not, I don't think they like defeat her, but like yeah, low, like having an aerial that you can just kind of do low to the ground that's like low lag is just very good versus Sheik in general.
I forgot who said this, but it was like they go, keep in mind that Sheik has 2 overshoot options, boost grab and dash attack. And when I kept that in mind, that really, really helped me in the matchup. And I felt that was one kind of thing that I have kept in my mind playing that has really, really helped me.
Yeah, so do you have rules like that, like little things like that for other matchups? Like, I think that shorthand is really good in this game. So, like, what would be one you'd have versus Falco?
When Falco's on side or top plat, try to pull a turnip. Um, that's really that's really the one. Don't have too many. That one, and that one is one that you and I had worked on. Um, Falco is kind of weird for me because I think I try to play it too similar to Fox, where I think against Fox, Peach, especially when she's grounded, you want access to dashback, you want access to CC, you want access to a lot of these things to like kind of get Fox and either whiff punish or whatever. Against Falco, he has a really strong game against like any dashback option, right? He can just laser you, right? Or so I don't have that kind of ground game against Falco that I have against other characters. So against Falco, I have to stay and float more. And yeah, I feel like my float game has gotten predictable. I do try to like, this is something that we talked about early, where it's like, kind of mix up your timings a beat or two, so you can come down with back air or fair and kind of like mix up your timings a bit to kind of get Falco off beat, kind of float at a height where, he has to commit to a full hop, not just short hop laser or not high laser or whatever. But I've kept that stuff in mind, I guess. But I just feel like I just don't win enough in neutral against him. And yeah, which is kind of, again, I felt that I was pretty strong at that match. And I think edge guarding too. Like when I lost a tournament at the monthly that I told you about, I felt like I just did not close out stocks against Falco at all. Like I just wasn't getting that edge guard. I wasn't doing that last 10% to secure stocks, and I figure that'll pass, and I think I'll get good at that again. But so that's really against Puff, a rule is never grounded dash attack if Puff's on the ground. Because
she kills you.
You die. So don't things like that. Try to pull turnip when she's on side plat. That's a big one because I think I've got better. Puff's gotten better. I feel like they smother you. I used to think that getting camped by Puff was bad. I think Puff can really smother Peach and not let you pull turnips. And I think without turnips, that matchup is really, really hard. Talked a little bit about Fox. Talked about Sheik. Talked about Mar too. Try to pull turnips when Mar's on plat. I think that's just a general Peach rule. Like if you can pull, except against Falcon and Fox, I don't pull a ton of turnips. But all those other matchups, I think that's a kind of a good rule of thumb.
Yeah, like it's like if they commit to like full hops and double jumps and being on the platform, then like turnips are just easy.
Or dash back, yeah.
Well, dash back, I would. Well, oh wait, did you say wave dash back?
No, like just like if they're gonna retreat and they want to get out, I pull a turnip. If they want to get space or go back to center stage,
I feel like that's usually that. If they stay committed to it, yes. But if they don't, that is dangerous on dashback.
And I'm judicious about it, and we talked about it with the Moki trip set, where like you got to feel out, what their intentions are.
Mm-hmm.
Like if what are they gonna go back, or are they you gonna get punished for that? Like, I think I've gotten a lot better of not getting punished for turnip pull. It still happens, but I think that's one thing I have gotten a lot better at.
Sure. So I'm thinking today. We're thinking Falco. Who's good at Peach Falco? I'm thinking part analysis, part practical makes sense based on what we've gone over here. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Awesome. Do you want to look at your match, like VODs in review, or do you want to look at how a top Peach does it? Like,
what do you think?
I think that we need a better concept of what some of the counterplay is, because I think that we need like an example to like kind of work off of. So I would say let's like grab like Lot or Triff or something, or like who else is good? Aura is really good, right?
Aura's good. Armada. I think Armada probably has a big catalog of Falco.
Yeah, I want something a little more recent though. So let's see here. Aura versus Zuppy. He was playing Falco, Battle BC6. Ginger versus Aura, but that's from 2 years ago. The Weapon versus Aura. Oh, this would be Elliot. Elliot's not really a laser Falco, though. How do we feel about?
Is there like a Falco Peach versus Fiction set? Fiction really plays
Okay.
Fiction likes the gun.
Fiction Falco Peach. I have Magi Laud from Major Upset.
Yeah.
That seems like it would be reasonably good. So let's see here.
Fiction also plays like 10 characters.
Yeah, like I feel like if we go looking for Fiction, we're just gonna all we're gonna find is just like him going She-Her Fox. He's gonna be like, no, I want the easier one.
Why? Yeah. Why would you? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know that.
Better.
I know, right? Like, and that's why I'm thinking like Magi is probably like I know it's a year old, but like we're really just kind of like looking for ideas.
Yeah. No. Like strategy, game plan.
So one thing I'm going to point out already, we're seeing some of the tricks that people do for like dealing with Falco down air. Like I feel like Laud saw this down air, like while he was moving away, and then immediately just jumped into it.
I get hit by that all the time. Oh, so he gets hit and ASDI's down. Yeah.
Well, he's in the air, right? So like, look, he's airborne here. Like, so he's airborne here. So then he gets hit down, and then it's the thing we were talking about last time. Then he just takes the down smash.
Yeah, and then you follow up, and then.
Yeah, and like Magi was already had like 25 on her or something.
That's the float height I like against Falco, the one that Laud just did.
Okay.
That he got hit out of. That's typically where I am.
Okay, so let me see what that is exactly. So. This is kind of high. I would say you could probably get away with like slightly lower, but this is fine. This makes sense.
That or full hop, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That or full hop, yeah.
I mean, like, it's a very slight difference. I guess the one thing I kind of want to point out, though, is that he didn't get hit for, like, out of the float. He dropped the float. Like, he actually started falling.
Yeah.
That's like, oh, she missed him.
I actually don't hate this stage against Falco.
Would you? Okay.
I wouldn't come here like off the rip, but I don't think it's bad.
So what do you like? What do you like about it?
I have space. I think the no top plat is nice. The no top plat is really nice.
Yeah. So, is it the lasers that you find like when you're fighting this character? Is it the lasers? Is it the full hop?
Laser down air. Yeah, the full hop. Pressure. You know, when they play around. You know, and that's when I find I do most panic down smashes. That was such a good.
Okay, so I just saw something that's kind of important. So like, So, I want you to watch how Magi moves very carefully. So you see like how she's full hopping backwards? Like she's actually coming up with like a lot of momentum, like a lot of Falco's momentum from her spot over here, like here, to move like this. And then she's not she's released the stick, but she did start with a backflip. So like her full vertical range is something like this. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Watch where Laud has positioned himself.
He's just double jumping. Yeah.
So he's like stopped outside of like. He stopped at like where her path does this basically. So she has to enter this zone, which is why the dare is good. If Magi had just kept going over to where he was, I think that this dare would actually like hit her head.
Coach, rising back air is another thing that gets me in interactions like that, and it's probably that I'm not spacing it right. But like when I'm recovering, that Falco's rising back air is just getting me every time.
Okay, so is it short hop back air or full hop back air?
Full hop, that full hop rising back air.
Okay, cool. So the big thing with that is there's a pocket of space outside. Like there's a limit to how far his jump moves in a very specific way when he's like got his back to you. So you're just staying outside of that line. It's kind of like a curved, like it's sharp and then it curves off at the end. I'll show you. No, I'll see if I can find a better moment than that one that like has it. But yeah, this is definitely there's definitely a way to beat that. Because does it happen on stage too? Like, do they do stuff on stage with their?
That's mostly when I'm recovering, like
okay.
that I'm having that very specific issue that's been very frustrating.
Okay. So let's see here. So Laud's kind of just like getting to like play offense this whole game, but okay, I'll just show you in like Uncle Punch after. Let's focus more on like how because he's like winning. Let's focus more on how he's dealing with the lasers and stuff. So what do you notice about how he what Laud is doing to beat these?
Staying up, shield.
Yeah, but he's attacking out of shield a lot. Like he's acting out of shield a lot. So like blocks that one, comes out, tries to nair, like tries to subfloat nair. I think that might have even been hyperfloat subfloat, but
Can you subfloat out of shield?
Yeah. Oh. Like here, let's see here. So what is?
Because that up air, the other up air that he did out of shield looked like a subfloat out of shield.
I think this might even be a subfloat.
That's crazy off the laser hit stun. That's really hard. Yeah, that's.
Okay, no rings, so this was just normal float. But
it looks.
Yeah. It's still fast though. Like, and then this one here, this is like the up air one, I think.
No, there was an up air one like on the right side.
Watch.
No, yeah, that one's good.
So what I would say,
I feel like that's crazy hard off the hit stun of the laser.
How much stun do you think lasers have?
The hit stun, not a lot on shield. Usually the shield stun is pretty minimal, no?
Yeah, it's like 5 frames. It's 5. It's 7. Yeah. I think it's 7 if he has full power, like i.e. isn't staled at all. But if it's staled even a little bit, then it's 5. So it makes a big difference. All that means is that like unless they just came back and they haven't done it, they haven't hit you with a laser yet. Yeah, like that's the only time that comes.
No, yeah.
But yeah, so with lasers, I think one thing, that Waveland is huge. So notice what he does here. So he gets hit out of this float, and then Wave lands out of the way.
Yeah, out of the downer.
Yep. So that he just doesn't have to deal with it. Like those little, like, you're just trying to prevent the laser from doing anything, troublesome. And then at this distance, he sees that Magi's too far for her to be able to approach, so he just doesn't bother when he lands. Blocks the laser because blocking is safer than taking the laser. Blocking you can act out of a lot sooner, so it doesn't make sense to do take laser here. Because blocking, you're inactionable for 5. Take laser, you're inactionable for 12. It's like 11 or 12. So you're reducing the amount of stun by more than half. It's huge. So shield is like using your shield effectively versus lasers is huge. Yeah. Like, blocks it, jumps out. Unironically, I really like that roll.
I did too.
Mm-hmm. So what are you learning about how to deal with lasers from this, though?
Yeah, no, the floating out of shield is helpful. The going, I mean, that's a height I like too.
And I want to point out that dash attack because, like, Magi has been shooting a lot of high lasers, like this one, to like catch floats. So you just dunk her.
Yeah.
Because if she shoots the mid height ones, you can power. They're easy to power shield. Well, not easy, but like they can be power shielded. Yeah. And you mentioned down air. What do you find difficult about down air?
Beat CC, and that's always tough, and it's just really, I don't know, it's really oppressive. It's really fast. It's comes down. Falco kind of lands with that really well, and I feel like, I guess an issue that I have is I try to beat down air, and it's not really, she doesn't really have stuff to beat it, so you just kind of get away from it.
Yeah, and then you punish the landing.
Yeah, but I've not been very effective at that, particularly because when I try to move space, like dash dance around, their movement and stuff, I get lasered.
Yeah, so this is
yeah,
threading the needle basically.
yeah.
So what I would say about that is the problem there isn't the down air per se from the sounds of it. It sounds like the bigger problem, at least from the way I view it, is the laser itself.
Could you pause it 1 second? Somebody at my door.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, thank you. I'm so sorry.
No worries.
Hello.
Hello. So,
Building manager.
makes sense. So what I have done here is I have taken control of this Falco to show you this back air thing. So,
Yeah.
where do you think Falco can place his back air? Like, he can do stuff like this. He can do stuff like this. See what I mean? But like,
double jump.
yeah, like he can just also go all the way up here. But what do you notice? There's a spot that's always open.
Diagonally. Wait, hold on. I don't know.
So let me. What might help is let me put record on. Yeah, we'll just have him do we'll have him do this. We'll have him do this. We'll have him do this. We'll have him do this, and then we'll have him play back. And yeah, auto restore. Yeah, see what I mean? Like, you can just go here, but kind of... And, like, you can kind of, like, adjust with your float as you move forward to, like, go around it.
They kind of sneak in behind him, like under him.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, because I do a lot of high recovery against Falco.
That still works.
So, huh?
That can still work. It's a little different. Like
I tend to try to go for high recovery against most characters.
Ah, so like you'll be up here.
Yeah.
But then that's where he's like strong.
And I'll be like daring, and then he'll like hit through my dare.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, but like I'm at like 90.
Well, yeah. But this is more about the position.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like a very tall ask for your down air. Like if you're actually above him, your down air can beat that out.
I just get hit. Sometimes the down air's out already, and then he'll hit me. It's like that's kind of like, I feel like I should be living more, and that's like killing me a lot. That probably kills me the most. I'm like dying from that. Like I'm recovering, and he's on side plat, or he's on like the stage, and then he'll get me there.
Right, but as you can see, like this is just like a positioning thing. Like if you can't actually get up to a spot where you can attack his like head, Because, like, if you go here, you can beat him out, but you're not really beating his move so much as you're just attacking where his move isn't, like, on his body.
I guess, like, weave in and then weave out, like, when he throws the back air out and then sneak past.
Yeah. Or just play in this pocket here, like, because you can just, like, play below it. And, like, once he, like, goes above you like this, like, once you're above his, like...
Once he goes above, I swoop, yeah.
Yeah. Because he can't really, like... Even if he double jumps, like, remember, he still goes up first, right? So, yeah. And if he fast falls, you know to, like, move forward or move back as needed. So, it's one of those things where, yeah, this is just a matter of, like, understanding that where the spot outside of his, like, full hop rising back air, because all we're doing here is we're basically just staying outside of, like, his rising back air range. See what I mean?
Yeah.
So that I think is a really big thing here.
Or I could see that being a problem if he's on side plat and does the full hop back air and I move out and then there's that mix up of like, okay, is he gonna double jump back air again to get me coming in, or do I wait it out? But if he lands on plat, then I gotta wait. You know what I mean?
I mean,
he can jump. That's kind of, I guess, where I'm dying.
Wouldn't we just change where, like, our starting point is, kind of? If he's on side platform, I don't really see how it varies it. I don't know how it changes it.
No, I'm just saying, it's just like I'm trying to, like, think and recreate, like, when this happens to me, and I'm like, yeah, like, they'll get up there and then I mean, it doesn't really matter, but really it's just like, they can double jump and do it. If I try to, like, if they see me sneaking past, but yeah, it's gonna be something that I have to work on and play it out and see how it feels.
Do you think if we found a Falco on unranked, because I imagine, like, Falco isn't, like, terribly difficult to come by.
No, I've been playing a lot of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't we hop into unranked and see what we can do? Let's try to implement that. Because I think that, like, you implementing the laser stuff and the back air, and surviving the back airs will change. I think those two things alone will do a lot for making the down air more manageable, because they kind of require the same skills as dealing with the down air, but they come up more because it's all just positioning and being comfortable, understanding where we can be close to Falco without getting hit.
That's good.
Yeah, so let's start with that.
Bring it up. Okay, respect your IDs in.
Perfect. This also works versus Fox if he has his back to us as well, by the way.
You see? I guess you can't see yet.
Not yet, no. I do see your code, and it, like, everything's loaded, but yeah, I won't be able to see until we're actually in the match.
Yeah. Okay. Did I quit till we find Falco, or?
If you want to fight the dock, we can, but it's your call.
I feel bad. I've never done this. I've never just quit out on people. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Second try.
When you're getting shined, hold the side.
Like, right, you saw there, like, it's just stuff like that.
You just killed him. And you got past it. Like,
yeah.
It was really good. Okay, so that one, you had the right idea there with how you moved. You just didn't go, you didn't go quite far enough. But the way you, like, moved around his, like, space was, like, really good.
Yeah.
On, like, the right side platform with how you, like, tried to, like, avoid the back air. Just need to, like, be a little bit further. That's it. Awesome. Beautiful. Let's add one thing. It's a physical thing. When you land a hit, breathe. When he lands a hit on you, also breathe.
When I land a hit on him, breathe.
Yeah, if you're not breathing. Like, check your breath.
Like my actual breath.
Yes. Yeah, like if you...
Why?
It helps us stay present.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Keeps us focused on, like, on being here. This connection looks rough.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
It does feel like I'm farming gacha for a Falco.
It's okay. Like, we don't have to, like, you've already shown you've already shown me you can do it. So, like, it might actually be good to fight other characters to see if you can, like, apply this idea elsewhere. Because really what we're doing is, with Falco, is we're just, like, mentally drawing where his ledge hop, where his full hop aerial is, like, hits.
Yeah.
And then just staying slightly outside of that range, like, teasing that range. Yeah, this is perfect. Nice. You avoided him again. Like, you avoided the aerial zone when you were recovering.
But there.
I mean, like, it doesn't really matter what move he does, because, like, the zone is the same shape. Like, when he jumps back, whether he does down air or back air, the zone is still the same shape, and that's what we're avoiding. It's more about, like, where he can put the move here than it is, like, what move he does, if that makes sense. Gorgeous.
Yeah, I mean, but I tell you, it was like I'd be playing, like a lot of Falcos, and it would be not good.
Yeah, well, let's keep let's focus on what we're learning. Like, let's not worry about, like, how those games went, because we have these ones now. And remember, breathe when we get hit or when he hits us. Sorry, when we hit him or he hits... yeah. Whenever somebody hits someone.
Like that, I think that is like a textbook interaction that I was getting hit by.
Yeah.
And as you saw, dying for.
Mm-hmm. But we know how to avoid that now. Like, we just don't, like, we don't recover there, or we understand that, like, our down air pride doesn't beat his move, so we just, yeah, we play more to stay away from it.
Yeah.
The down air is still good to put out, because remember, his back air doesn't last forever. It's out for, like, a while, but there is end lag in the air if he does it. So we can, like, avoid it, and if the down air is out, then we can counter hit him. Like, if we move away and then move back in, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
That does not seem worth it for him. Ah, so we jumped into the down air, but, like, we didn't down smash after, like, on landing.
I was. I did not do. I didn't jump into that like purposely, so I wasn't ready.
Yeah,
I think
no.
I've actually played this guy before, and he was one of the people I was having problems with.
Well, we won last game versus him, right? Was
No,
that
that's a new. Yeah, that other guy quit out.
okay? So let's fight this guy some more. Let's fight him again. Nice.
I feel like I'm late on that dash attack.
Then grab. Grab or go earlier.
What should I have done there?
Fast key.
Because I kind of
You opened the umbrella in midair, right?
no.
Oh, so
I was fast. Yeah, I was going down as fast as I could.
Okay. Could you have gone to the ledge?
Well, I mean, like I was already high. Is what I'm saying. So like.
No. Right. And you avoided the first back air.
I was trying to go. Yeah, I was trying to go.
Yeah. Yeah, like what you did there was basically what I'd do. Yeah, got him again. Just grab the edge there, like if he's like far like that. You don't have to,
Yeah.
because yeah, you want to just make sure that he dies. So after that one, I would have back aired to cover like behind you, like once you got through him, because that would have stopped him from jumping up. But yeah, no, like recoveries in general are looking way better. Like, he looks like he has no idea how to hit you there. Air dodge was a smart idea. That I don't know I don't know what we did. What we were going for there.
I was fast falling, and then he hit me. And
No. I just don't know why we'd go into that spot. That's what I mean. Like,
yeah.
because like, yeah, it's the one spot where he can kill us. You know.
I hate when I miss that.
Breathe. You look way better on defense.
Thank you.
Like, just like a little bit of like positioning know-how, and like, yeah, like look, you're getting reversals out of that now. Or like counter hit at least. Like, that's really good.
That was funny.
So on that one, I think we could have just landed and down smashed him, but that's okay. Okay, so on those nears, he's just like very slightly out timing like the hitbox. Block the lasers and then narrative shield in between the first and the second one. Like on ledge hop double laser, you can nair between the lasers.
I always try to like hit the first one.
Oh, nice DI. Jeez. Okay, we lingered there when we didn't have to. That's okay. These things happen. Ooh. Nice gimp. I like that. That was cool. What I really liked about that is, like, there were a lot of, like, moving parts to that edge guard. So we don't float, we block.
Yeah, block.
Love the turnip there. Forward throw is stronger than back throw. Like, just like a lot. If you're in the middle of the stage, forward throw or up throw are stronger than back throw. Nice CC. Okay. In that spot, because he missed the first, because he missed, I would have nared him on the when he went down. Like,
Yeah.
when he was on his way down, and going through you, I would have nared him to hit him. Yeah, there's no way he doesn't go for it.
Yeah.
How does this feel compared to the last time you fought him, though?
Better, for sure, better. I
So,
still think I'm not I think my mental's better. I do think that, like, I have a little bit of a plan against that.
and what's missing?
No, I just feel great.
Okay, why?
I don't know. Disconnected.
Okay. Like, you whooped this guy who was tough the other day. You whooped him so badly that did so much better than you did last time that he quit out on you. Like, what's the problem?
I don't know. I just
Fight
like
the
this
Donkey
feeling
Kong.
of being unsatisfied with that. Junebug thinks this matchup is good for pretty doable for DK. I thought that was interesting.
I can see it. I actually agree with that. I think that, like, so one of the things about Donkey Kong that's, like, really underrated, and people don't appreciate, is that his payoff move is insane, and and because of how Peach works, like, she just kind of naturally gives him opportunities to, to power it up. Because, like, when she turnips or, like, waits and float, or spends time recovering, Donkey Kong can just power up his punch. Is it just is it that you're not happy with your overall strategy? Do you feel like there's something you're missing? Like, what's up?
No, I mean, I still feel like I was recovering better, for sure.
Yeah, like, way better. This Donkey Kong's good.
Yeah.
Do you need a break?
No. I'm having fun.
No, okay. I don't know. Like, again, I'm just.
You're saying like for Melee?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I just throwing out ideas here. Like,
I am frustrated with my improvement. I feel like I should be a lot better. With the time that we've spent doing this, and I guess like I'm a little disappointed in myself because I want to be better, and I feel like we've put a lot of time and work and.
Okay, so where would you...
I would like my tournament results to feel better.
So how much better... where do you want... what would you be happy with?
I feel like if I was 100% better than when we started.
Okay, so how would we
You know what
quantify
I mean?
that?
I, you know, I don't know. I guess I just, I went 1 and 2 the other day, and I was like, why am I here?
So
And
you're
I recognize that I'm a lot better. Um, but
so who did what happened in the, at the when you went 1-2?
I think part of it was like just match, like, Fox is hard and that guy was good, and then like I lost to a Falco that was good in that matchup. I had struggled with that week, and like I shouldn't like put too much into that, but I'm just like feel like game's hard.
It's
Like
hard.
I don't know. I feel kind of like bad. I'm like, man, we've been at this all for a while,
And you have
and
gotten better. Like, remember when you got to like you're what, gold 3 right now, gold 2? Like,
yeah, I've been pretty stuck at gold 3.
okay, so but like, remember where were you when you started?
Silver 2, silver 3.
Right. So we've gone up like an entire like metal system, and yeah, we're not like stop like we're at a plateau now, sure, but like I think that we're handling the like there's a bit of a learning curve for me as well. Like I don't think that like it's fair for you to put this all on you if like you're like if your improvement is not something I fully control, but I'm still the teacher. So yeah, I think that there's been like there's been challenges with like the learning process, because I think that early on I leaned into certain tools a little too much because they worked initially, and I think I'm realizing that with you there's a need for more of a balance, in the sense that like I think that some VOD review is good, but I think that you can get over like I think that you benefit from basically just a variety of things in like with a variety of like types of material, I guess. Like I think that giving you practical is definitely good, but you also need like you benefit from being able to see how someone does it.
Yeah, I guess.
So and I just don't think that we did that as much early, but like we did, we showed you one thing, and now like you can basically do it in terms of like the Falco positioning, right? So I think that we need to like structure it more like that and have more like measurable, like we need to have like things that are a little bit more definable as successes. But part of that's me. Like I work more easily with like a more theoretical idea. I don't have as much of a need for like practical, because that's just how my brain works. And that's how I've like learned this game for a long time. But yeah, I just don't think I've made. Yeah, you're different. That's okay.
I think that we've made I mean, I think you've been like so wonderful with me, and I feel like I feel like everything that you've told me, it has helped, and I feel like I've been able to apply it. I can't help but wonder, like, why am I not better? And I'm sure that that'll happen forever, right? Like I think that's just like the process of improving. I'm sure that Moki does that, and everybody at the top of their game, but I just.
Oh my god, J-Mook was so annoying about that. Like, no, I'm kidding. Jake, please.
My God. Congrats, winning SoCal.
Yeah, but no, like everyone's like that.
Yeah, and like I recognize that like but.
You know what? Nobody is as bad as Smashers at like recognizing the humanity of Smashers. Like that's the reality of it. Like nobody is as like melee players are like terrible at being nice to themselves, and this has been kind of this has been a thing for all time. He's gonna go for like the worst punch you've ever seen in a second. Told you.
You do.
See how you're like able to kind of like maneuver underneath his short hop back airs and on stage back airs in the similar way to like how you did with like the Falco ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like that's a huge that skill of like just avoiding those zones. It's like a very important. Yeah, it's just a very important skill in general. Oh, cool! This is one of my other learners from like the UCL crews.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's been trying to work on this matchup, so it's kind of funny. Really,
Yeah.
SRM? You doofus.
He said bad connection.
Okay. You know what? He is very blunt to a point, so I believe it. But yeah, like I think that playing with the awareness of like the opponent's like, okay, this looks terrible. If you don't, well, actually that could be mine. If it's good for you, then just do what you want to do.
Fine.
Okay, perfect.
No, it has like frame drops.
Okay, whatever.
This is another matchup that I feel like you helped me a lot in.
The Peach did
I
it?
was really bad. Yeah.
Yeah, we
I
did that
really
analysis with B-Bats and Triff from.
I still don't like to play it. I don't think it's like really fun to play, but like I play it in tournament. I'm not like, groaning. Oh, I am groaning, but.
What is it about it you don't find enjoyable?
Oh, turnips.
I mean, you don't need.
Like,
You don't.
I don't like dealing with turnips.
Oh.
Like, I don't like playing against turnips, and I always gotta. If they have a turnip, I gotta have a turnip. And then down smash is annoying to deal with as well. I mean, I don't really get that hit by it, but I also think like edge guarding Peach isn't very fun as Peach.
Well, it's hard. So I think that situation that just happened there, like what we do after down smash is like, how we like handle what happens after a down smash, like in the early game, is like a pretty big part of this matchup. Because I feel like when Peaches like to get down smashed, there's like certain things they do. Like you see how he like always like goes into float above you. Like he's done that like every time you've hit him.
After down smash?
Yeah. So what I would say is like, what if we just like went up there with full hop fair?
I like that.
Well, I mean like when he's on stage. Like when, like, low, yeah, exactly. So, like, down smash and then, like, try to pay attention to their habits, like, after you down smash them. Because a lot of Peach players have, have habits with when they're low percent down smashed. Because, like, a lot of them, like, will double jump into you and, like, back air. So those ones you can just dash dance and, like, dash dance around and, like, kind of, like, you know, hit them. No, yeah, exactly. There you go.
I was trying to nair out of that. Like, I can't nair out of that?
No.
But I could.
I mean, not at that percent. So you see how you double jump back aired there, like after getting down smashed? Every Peach has a habit like that after getting down smashed. Breathing.
Oh, that's fine.
Let's fight them. Unless if the connection is doable, fight them again. But if not, fight someone else.
They quit.
Okay, fair enough.
And you saw, like, I think once they started really committing to pulling turnip, the match they really evened the game. I mean, they got a couple.
I think that honestly, I have to be careful with what I say. I have to be careful with what I say here, but basically, I don't think that they. All right, against this person, if you have time, let's try to play this person till one of us has 3 game wins. And okay. I want you to just, like, I don't want you to, like, focus on any of the things that we, like, discussed today, except for, like, just trust that you'll be able to do them. And what I want you to do is just do the breathing thing. Breathe when we get hit, and breathe when we land a hit. Nice CC. You're playing slightly too far from him. That's the only other thing I'm gonna adjust. Like when you're on stage, I mean, off stage everything. Off stage, your defense has been fantastic. So breathing thing, you're just playing slightly too close. Don't think about it. It's just like, yeah, but that's the thing. That's the missing piece. So how did that feel so far?
I don't think I played well.
Okay. Play another one. Again, we're playing a 3 out of 5. If you're gonna do that back throw, just down smash him instead. Like when you land next to him, just down smash him.
Yeah.
Has more power, more ways that he can like mess it up, and also it's faster. So there's less time for him to react. If he holds down, like expect it, like then you're happy anyway, because then you just get the double hit anyhow. Yeah, just everything goes well. My bad for distracting you.
No, you're good.
Forward throw. Your back throw is not your strongest throw.
I guess because like I'm just so I'm closer to the other side. So yeah, you're right though.
So that's true. Like down throw and back throw are like true in that regard, but like up throw combos him. So like if you're like if it's not a forward throw moment, we should, or like a down throw moment because of percent, we want to be like using our up throw on him because it's our like it's how we combo him. So you want a second one? Do we hit him with the 30? Let's find out. Kind of glad we got Battlefield in Pokemon Stadium because I feel like those are like stages he would counterpick.
Yeah.
Like it's funny.
I always play a Pokemon game against Falco because I ban Yoshi's.
That makes sense. I think that I'm more of a Yoshi's Peach, but like
I like Yoshi's, but not against Falco. And I'm starting to ban Stadium against
up
Fox.
throw.
Yes. I don't know why I do that.
I think it's because versus Marth you would do like at super low percent. I think your throw choices are just what you would do.
I would down throw Marth.
Okay, then I have no idea. Then that doesn't make any sense.
I guess I just want him off stage.
Yeah, but like if you up throw him, you can do a bunch of damage and then get him off stage. Yeah, I feel like it's just like honestly, maybe like the missing piece is just throw choices, because like maybe that's the next big like thing to like improve, because like everything else here looks really good for the most part. You're doing a good job of surviving him. I don't know. Went too far forward. Had too much momentum when we did that. I smashed you on the laser. Is it weird turning around with box?
Yeah.
How do you do it?
Like slow turnaround?
Yeah.
Don't.
Okay.
Like I literally don't.
For slow turnaround, hold the direction at the end of the action that you're doing. Or do dash shield. Like shield pivot, kind of. I think that might work. Because, like, the thing, like, I think we need a way of, like, we need a way of, like, turning around for back airs, like, turning around for, like, things more easily. Because, like, I feel like it looks really awkward. I think that's why we, like, why you go towards the Falco with so much momentum a lot of the time when you're doing these edge guards. Because there's no, like, like that one. Could we potentially use the, like, I don't even know. But we need to find a way to do it. Because we can't be moving forward, like, we can't be going at the edge with full steam, like, whenever we turn our back to it. That's, yeah.
No, and that is something, that is an issue that I have.
Yeah, I never thought until, I never put 2 and 2 together now that this is probably just a box thing. Because, yeah, like, the directional inputs would be, like, totally different. So you don't have the ability to just hold the stick, like, in the other direction after. Like, even there, like, it looks like it's awkward for you to just, like, stop there, basically. That makes sense. Okay, cool. So that is the number one thing, and the nice thing is you don't technically need Uncle Punch for this, but the biggest thing I want you to find in terms of, like, things to add, find a way to do your back airs, like, find a way to, like, move towards the edge and do the back airs, like, while turning around, like, move to the edge while facing forward, turn around, and then set up float back air. Without tons of momentum, because we need, like, same thing with, like, float down air, because we need to be able to, like, go for those without, like, moving around so much. No, up throw.
I know.
Alright. So, you beat the Falco 3-1. Up throws aside, how are you feeling? What did you do well? What did you not do well?
I don't think I played well. I think that I got a lot of down smashes, and that made them hard knockdown, and I know that when I don't get that down smash, I don't win those games. And that's what I see. I see that, like, and
So is the expectation that Ice Climber players should be able to win without grabbing?
Yes.
No,
I guess it's like,
like, you just deleted your, like, one of your best moves, and you're like, if I don't hit my good moves, I won't win. It's like, well, yeah, but
I just know what that feels like when I'm not hitting that, right? And when I don't hit that, I don't get the hard knockdown, and they're not scared of stuff, and then the matchup feels different. Because, like, I was never pressured, right? I never felt like I was under siege. I never felt like they were really, really forcing the issue, and I was like, you know what I mean? Like, there were times at high percents where I'm trying to, but I never felt like I'm, like, oppressed, right? And I think that's when I struggle in the matchup, is when I have, like, when I feel oppressed, when I feel like I can't breathe. And I think in general, I think Fox and Falco are like that, and I think Martha's like that as well. Like, I get strangled and suffocated by these characters with a lot of really good buttons and a lot of really fast movement, and then they'll, like, weave out when I'm gonna do a counterattack, whether it be down smash or whatever, and then I get hit for that. So those are the moments when I feel like, okay, so, like, that, everything felt good, right? I don't feel like I played great, because I felt like I wasn't really hitting very hard. Like, I wasn't comboing, like, a ton. I was edge guarding, like, pretty okay. I don't think I was, like, anything special. I dropped a few, but, like, for the most part, like, I thought it was, like, pretty fine. But I think that, you know, in the situations where I don't perform well, that was not the case, and I don't think, like, you know, I was extraordinarily. I did think I controlled the pace of the game a lot of the time, but I don't feel like I pulled away. Like, they were never, like, I was never winning really comfortably the whole time. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but like, so there's a lot of things there that I think are somewhat contradictory with each other, actually. So here's what I'm hearing, and let me know if I've got this wrong. So you're saying that you weren't comfortably winning all the time, but you don't think that you played well because the opponent allowed themselves. No, the opponent was hit by like some of your key moves that gave you big openings, and on your end,
No, I don't think I played well because I didn't. I don't think I did anything. I think I played fine. I don't think I played great. I don't think I played bad. I think I just didn't really think I had to do a lot to win.
why do you think you have to do a lot to win?
I think against better players, I will. I think that if I played who I lost to in tournament, playing the way I did, it goes the exact same way. 'Cause they're
Okay.
just better than that guy, right?
So
I'm
maybe
like,
it doesn't make sense. Maybe maybe it is possible. It doesn't make sense to like be basing how we evaluate our play that day on somebody who's clearly like will take some time and effort and like
yeah,
growth to like catch because he's just he's strong. It doesn't mean that we're not playing well. It just means that like for our level, no, for like what we're capable of, it just means that like our version of playing well maybe just can't catch, is unlikely to catch this guy right now because of how strong he is. It doesn't mean we can't win. It's just that like he's very good.
yeah.
I think that there is a misconception. I'm going to tell you something. Sometimes when I'm playing my best, I am doing very little. No, really.
No,
like, it sounds silly.
That makes
but...
sense. No, it doesn't sound silly. It makes perfect sense, and I understand it conceptually. I guess I don't know. I guess when I play well, I felt like my movement was fine, not great. I felt like my punish game was whatever. I felt like really the difference in the match was I hit him with a couple cheeky down smash, and I think I edge guarded fine. I don't think I edge guarded spectacularly. I dropped a few, but I think for the most part I did pretty good. And I survived, right? Which I think today was like focusing on like, hey, can you survive? Like, can you get back on stage?
And also, can we
you
avoid being smothered by the lasers? And then
yeah.
we said...
But he was not a very laser... They were not a very lasery bird in general.
I mean, there were a bunch of Falcos today. I'm sure we can find one of them that shot lasers at you. But, like, my point...
Yeah, exactly.
But, like, if you're going to
Well,
move...
I go.
If you're gonna move the goalposts because they don't like stack up with this like very good player that you fought at your local, then like you know what, we're gonna be here forever because that's not.
And I get what you're saying. Yeah.
I'm just saying, yeah, good, because it is important to be fair in our evaluation, in how we look at things, in how we like take stock of where we're at. Today was all about the whole point of today was not getting pinned and surviving. You did both of those things quite well, so I don't think that there's a problem here. You can disagree, but I don't see a problem here.
And like I will, if I lose and I think I play well, I'll say that. I'll be like, you know what, I lost. Like I played a Marth the other day that was higher like elo than me, and he won. I don't think I won a single game when we played an hour, but I thought I played really well. And like I'm willing to like admit like, okay, like I played a better player than me. And I was in it every game, and I liked my process. And I think that considering this is a really bad matchup for me, like I liked what I did. I like how I played, and I know that I have like work to do, And I felt better about that session than this one where I won because I didn't. I guess you're right though, because I did implement the things that we worked on.
They helped you.
And Coach, I think part of it too is like maybe I'm a little exasperated because I feel like
Sorry,
I'm
phone
not.
did a thing.
No, you're fine. I'm not where I want to be, and it's been a minute, and I've tried to work, and I really at least try to dedicate an hour and a half a day to playing, and my life is pretty busy, but I find the time for it. Maybe I don't go every day, for sure. At least 5 or 6 days a week, I'm playing over an hour. And that is, sometimes more, sometimes 2 to 3, or, depending if I have time. But like, I really want to get better. And I just feel like sometimes my brain not like there, right? I'm not like solving problems quick enough. I'm not doing things quick enough. My tech skill stinks, and my Uncle Punch still doesn't work. And I can't find like help for that. I can't practice because I can't. So my Uncle Punch crashes every time I pause. But I can't like set a setting. It's been so frustrating. Because I want to practice. I can't float out a shield. So that's the other thing. It's like I can float out a shield when I practice an Uncle Punch. I cannot do it in game. And that's and that's annoying.
The one
Same with dash out of crouch.
So one thing that will help you. So dash out of crouch is a little different, but one thing that I find helps, do the breathing thing when your shield is hit too. And then and bring that into your practice. Because I think that it'll help you understand the rhythm and the input in a different way. And I think it will help you. It's a small thing, but I do think it will help.
Which the other thing I wanted to ask you was, so what did you want me to do about the turnaround stuff?
Oh, just try to find a way to do it.
So, like, when you say that, what do you mean? You mean, like...
Oh, I'll show you an Uncle Punch real quick. So, basically, what I mean by that... Let me share my screen. One moment.
Are you saying is that because when I turn around, it's because I dash dance to turn around, and then when I turn around, I'm, like, already dashing the other direction, so my momentum is carrying me. So, like, my back air is not covering the ledge.
Basically, whenever you have, like, somebody whenever you're using back air for edge guarding, your back airs always look like... They always look like this. But we want them to be like this.
Hold on, I'm not... Let me adjust. Okay. Stream, okay.
Okay, so your back airs always look like this.
Yeah.
But we need them to be like this. Like, where they're very controlled.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you do that with box, but, like, the problem is, like, you're always doing this. Wait. I wonder if I can...
You know what it is, Coach? It's what I told you. It's like I'm dash dancing.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, when I dash dance to turn around, I dash the direction facing away from the edge. So then when I get into float, I need to... Because I'm not at ledge, I need to, like, get to ledge, so I have to, like, move the control stick, right? You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then that momentum is carrying me.
Oh, I think I just got a subfloat. No, never mind. Never mind. But yeah, I
That's
think
the other frustrating thing. I can subfloat in practice and not in game.
I find it's easier for me when I don't hold down in advance. Like, see what I mean?
Like, I just did it right now.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I feel like... I don't know. Subfloats are... Like, when would you... Like, what... I guess one of the things that I've always been confused about with subfloats is, like, when do we... Like, is it just better to switch all your ground floats to, like, over to subfloats? Like, is that a thing? Like, does that make sense? Like, because you're just going to get hit on your, like, next to the ground. Like, is that a thing? I guess you lose a frame for, like, the double jump, but, like, I don't know. It feels like
it. Yeah, it feels like good to do it. I think some of it's execution. I feel like Laud does it most of the time. I don't think you can subfloat at a shield. That's why like Laud's really low float. I was like, is that a subfloat at a shield? Can you do that? Because I don't think you can.
Why not?
Because I believe you have to like you have to buffer the first jump and then I just right because you're holding the C stick up to buffer that and then you jump. You can't really.
Well, you could just like jump. You could just tap. Like I didn't do any of those with like I didn't do any of those with like buffer jump. I did all of those with just the Y button.
I'm saying out of shield. I'm saying out of shield.
Yeah, but you could still just use the Y button out of shield. You just have to time it.
Maybe.
Wait, do you use buffer jump for out of shield for everything?
Or for subfloat, yeah. Or for out of shield, not for everything.
No, for out of shield. For out of shield, oh my god! I bet that's why you're finding it hard. Just use your jump button. Just learn just use the jump button.
Yeah, because I was doing like C stick up, and then jump. Oh, really? Hold on, does that work? Let me see.
Just use your jump button.
Hold on, I didn't know that. I thought I had to do C stick.
No. You can just use your jump button. Oh my gosh! Like I'm so glad we had these extra minutes because like man, this is huge.
Wait, no. So I double? How do I do it without?
You just have to time it.
Hold on, wait. I'm timing what? Because like to float out a shield, I need to press, I guess, press both jump buttons.
You can well, to float out of shield, it would just be like tap, like just press. So let's do float out of shield. So in reversal training, it should be block the attack, and then after shield's done, it's jump and then hold jump and hold down, and then tap and then directional down.
Okay, so hold on. Wait. So then reversal training, Peach, pick Fox.
Sure. Yeah, Fox is fine.
So then you're saying hold shield. No, so I'm holding shield, and I'm jumping during the shield stun, and then holding where?
So at the end of shield stun, jump, jump and press jump, hold jump, and then once you enter the air, tap down on the on the basically where the on what the stick input would be. So like down button.
I have to let go of shield too, right?
I don't think so. Like you probably should, but like I don't think you have to.
Not working.
Okay, then maybe we have to let go of shield.
Wait. Okay, so I'm jumping out of shield, and then hold. I'm spot dodging.
Mm-hmm. Like you'd use like Y or X.
I can let me share my quick.
Sure. Is input and yeah. Sounds
share
good.
window, dolphin, share. Do you see?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, so jump right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's spot dodge.
So if you're getting spot dodge, if you're getting spot dodge, then that just means that you jumped too soon.
Like see, that happens where like her like shield scrunches and I go down.
So that means that you did it way too soon. Like, you have to do it at the end of shield stun. That's it. You're doing it too early.
Because like when I do it with
C,
when I do it with C-stick.
Yeah, you're able to just hold it with C-stick. Like, so I can't actually, like, it's doing the connection, like the Discord connection thing right now. So I can't see, but like, what I would, if you're doing it with C-stick, the problem with doing it with C-stick is that it buffers it, right? Which means that you still have to time it, but you're not sure when you're going to leave shield because you don't know the shield timing. What you have to do is you have to learn the shield timings. So how you can do that is you see how when Fox up smashes your shield, like just set him to doing up smash, just have him up smash it. Like you can.
I can't set him because I can't pause it.
If you pause it, it crashes.
Yes.
Even if like even in reversal training.
Yes, especially in reversal training.
Okay, that sucks. Okay, fine. So when he does his smash attacks, your shield should flicker, like it'll disappear for a.
No, I know when to do it. It's just not because I could do it other ways. You know, like. So when my thing flickers, I jump. I'm jumping out frame.
When it comes back, you time it for when it comes back. So you'll see when it comes back. That's when you do it.
Like I'm doing this. Yeah, it's like frame. Oh, it's spot dodge. Spot dodge.
What does it say the acting out of shield frame is?
So like I can jump. I can't. I'm not jumping.
Just try jumping just try jumping out of shield.
Right.
With the jump button. That's it. Just get used to that first.
Right now, see, it's really slow. It's like 11 frame. Okay, I got 1.
Okay.
5.
Mm-hmm.
25. 5.
Cool. So if we're getting it consistently on 5, then all I want you to do is, instead of jumping, jump and hold the button. Are you still getting the jump?
No.
Okay. Let's get that first. Jump and hold.
Yeah. Wow, why can't I? There we go. Jump. Jump. Okay, I'm jumping and holding.
So then,
and then
now
like, I'll float in the air, yeah.
Yeah. So now we just add the down when we're about to leave the ground.
So what's the benefit of doing this over C-stick?
The biggest benefit is that you have to time the jump. Like, the C-stick up doesn't allow you to know when you're supposed to be timing this, because it's just going to happen on the first possible frame. So you're not manually you're not aligned on the rest of the input. Like, the first input is happening at a time you don't know. So you're committing to something without being ready for the next two steps.
Okay.
Right? Because, like, if you're holding up, you could be holding up, like, way too soon. You could be holding up, like, kinda too soon. There's nothing that, like, helps you gauge when this thing starts.
So I can, with the C-stick method, I can do it consistently.
Okay.
It's the issue is doing it in game.
Right.
Like, I can send an Uncle Punch and I can do it like 15 times in a row.
Okay. But you can't do it in game because the problem is humans mix up.
I realized late, like, I get hit on shield and then I'm like, I gotta, I'm late every time. And I'll roll or spot dodge.
Yes, because humans mix up their timings more than Uncle Punch does.
So then you're saying practice doing it with the jump button because that'll make it.
Because you're coordinated on it. So all you have to do is, like, if you know what if you, like, read the situation or anticipate the situation or understand the opponent's timing, everything, once you have that, you just boom, boom, boom. Everything lines up. With the C-stick method, you're not really encouraged to learn the opponent's timing because it just buffers, like, the first part of it every time. But that, like, yeah, it's not as effective because you're basically committing to the first step without any information.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna work on that. Hopefully my Uncle Punch. Well, I can't. It's just random Fox mass attacks because I can't change the move because I can't pause it.
No. Okay, so if it's gonna be random smash attacks, like, if that's something we have to kind of, like, live with, let me think for a second.
Down smash is really hard to do it against. That shield stun's really little, so it's, like, really hard.
Down smash and forward smash should be the same amount because shield stun is based on damage. So it's they both, forward smash and down smash both do 15. So that would be the same amount. It'll be the same timing as, like, Fox back air. So those two should be the same. Up smash is a while. I'm trying to think of who else we could use for this. Samus, no. Yeah, it's tough. Like, with Uncle Punch not working, it's tough. Can you pause in the training lab, or does that also break everything?
Let me see. Training lab.
Mm-hmm.
I can pause in the training lab.
Okay, cool. So I would say there's a lot of things you can do in the training lab that are quite useful. I would explore things in there. I don't have time, sadly. We've gone a little over, so I gotta go. But, like, tinker around in there. If you have questions, let me know. But that's where I would suggest working with if this problem is continuing. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep trying to find solutions. But, Coach, thank you so much for your time.
No problem. I get it's frustrating. Like, I had a bout with this with Uncle Punch myself, and, like, I definitely raged a lot. So I get it. It's just at the end of the day, we have to if we want to be good, we have to figure out how to deal with that. Exactly.
Yeah, it's made it frustrating to practice, but we'll persevere.
Worst case scenario, maybe you find a training partner, like at a local, who you can just, like. Yeah. All right. Anyway, I'll talk soon. And
Take care,
yeah.
Coach.
Bye for now. Have a good one.
Bye for now. You too.